Welcome to Chris and Carlette Live, a podcast about life, love, and overcoming obstacles. Each week, we discuss the good, the bad, and the indifferent of life's interruptions. Now, here's your host, Chris and Carlette.
Keep believing, don't go stressing, keep it moving. God, we're resting, here to help you, here to bless you. With God on our side.
All right. We got some technical. There we go. All right, let's see here. Here we go. Let's see. We haven't got out of practice late. Then we had little crumbs over here. Got to clean up. But today is the day that the Lord has made. I was waiting on you to say something.
I'm just looking like, what's going on? Hey, y'all. I've been putting a lot of what I wanted to say in the comments. We're back. Hello, everyone. Miss Sienna talking to you these past 2 weeks. Let's discuss the end of an era, this life interruption.
Yes. And so girls and boys and women and men and
We had a great weekend.
We had a great weekend.
We've had a very busy 2 weeks, more than him than me, but
yes.
We've both been busy.
Let me see. I'm supposed to have a lower third right here. Bam. There we go. Bam, bam.
And just see, I'm
Thank
sleepy.
you, ma'am.
I'm yawning. I'm ready to go to bed.
There we go. All right, y'all. Sorry we took so long getting on, but again, my son had a football game practice that got out a little late, and can't have him not practicing.
Who just gave us a thumbs up?
Let's see.
Who's in the comments?
I don't know.
Thank you for giving us that thumbs up. We appreciate you.
So we had a great weekend. We went to, is this bottled water already open? This must be Christian's water because it's open.
Okay, I've yawned twice. Come on, let's get to it.
Okay.
Hey, Gary. Hey, Pastor Gary.
Wake
get
up.
to
Get you some coffee. You need some Starbucks.
I gotta get up too early. Let's go.
She trying to rush me
to get
on
in the
my
bed.
show. I'm trying to get organized.
I'm here for moral support.
So we our first last part of leg of our Pastor Bush. The last part of our weekend consisted of us going to Huntsville, Alabama, where I was afforded and I was privileged to baptize my own daughter. I was waiting on a question from you.
Like who's
okay? So y'all, we gonna do the show like this. Look, so I'm gonna ask the question and I'm gonna pretend like I'm Carlette, and then I'll answer my own question. Okay. All right, Chris. So how was it baptizing your own? What did you feel like? Well, Carlette, thank you for asking. It was a very enjoyous moment. It was a very touching moment. It was
I thought you were crying.
So, Chris, were you crying? No, Carlette, I was not crying. I started to tear up, but it was a very emotional moment for me because, to baptize your own daughter and just to see the expression on her face. She was very adamant about being baptized. So we wanted to do it when I was there in Huntsville. And thank you to Superintendent Anthony Wheeler. He troubled the waters for us and allowed me to jump in the pool.
She said it was what she expected it to be. She really liked it, and she asked me today could she get baptized again.
Really?
Yeah.
In her own pool, in her own bathtub. That's what we're gonna do. All righty. So that was very good. But prior to that, I had a lot of emotion going on. Prior to that, your son, boy, I tell you. Okay, all right. So on Tuesday, was that Tuesday? I think I left on Tuesday. Well, anyway, no, I left on Sunday.
Sunday you came back.
I left on Sunday and I traveled up to Gary, Indiana. That's where I'm originally from, born and raised, bred right down the street from the home of Michael Jackson. And I went up there. I traveled up there to meet with my sister, and we began the arduous task of cleaning out my parents' home. This was let me just jump to the point. The end of the era this was worse. This was a worse feeling than their actual death, because we're cleaning out the house. We're looking through photos. We're seeing photos, and we're just seeing a lot of memories. At one point, when I was cleaning out my room, you become overwhelmed, and I started crying, and I was just like, I miss them. I found some old letters that Miss Kendrick wrote Mom, and about her wanting to get pictures of our family mailed to her or sent to her, and it was a lot. It was a lot. is a lot emotionally, physically, spiritually. It was probably the most difficult thing I've ever done before. Is to clean, because you have these memories, and we couldn't take it all with us. My sister has filled up her 3-car garage with 2/3 of the stuff from my mom's house, from my parents' house. And we couldn't take everything with us because of the fact that, some things you just got to leave behind. And
I mean, you all have your own lives. You can't sit up. You can't sit up and just move all day stuff. Then, you can't move. You have your own lives, stuff you've acquired, stuff you bought. Now, I know there's some stuff you want to carry on, but then the question is, okay, so y'all get this stuff, then the people after you, I guess they'll take it on,
Yeah. But it was like you put stuff out on the side of the street, and people would just come and take it. And then you put stuff.
People were actually coming.
Yeah, we would put couches and stuff just here, right, free on it.
Even the red couch?
The red couches are gone, free.
Somebody came and got it.
Came and got them, both of them. The one in my bedroom and.
Oh yeah.
So things like that, you see your parents work hard for, and they just are gone in the wind.
What about all the dressers that was in the bedroom we used to?
That was Joy took that home because that was
hers.
That was actually sister's, my mom's grandmother. No, yeah, and that it was I guess a nostalgic piece.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
she was around it longer than you.
Right. So but I must say that going through this process, I mean, like, I don't know what God is doing when he allowed us to go through this process. I mean, it's very well building character. It's allowing you to have this testimony later on down the line. It still hurts to this day. When I got back home on Thursday, actually Friday morning, I literally woke up and just started crying because of the fact that everything is gone. Everything's in the trash can. People took it. I was able to bring some stuff back home, but it's just the whole emotions of closing out your parents' home. This was a house that I grew up in. This was a house that I was born from the moment I was conceived all the way to not conceived, but the moment that I was brought into this house to the time that I graduated from college and a little bit thereof. And then my family, we traveled back to Gary in 2018 to assist my parents. So all of this, those emotions were really they were just like, just difficult. Carlette, you're letting everybody see the top of your head. So can you sit up, please? Thank you.
I'm trying to stay woke, but keep going.
Okay. Well, why don't you go to bed? I can handle this. Okay, Chris. All right. Well, why don't you handle it? And I'll go to bed and get some rest because I have to get up in the morning. Okay. So she left you all. And so, yes, now we can have some fun, y'all, that she is. We can cut up now that Carlette is gone. She's going to bed. When the cat's away, the mice will play, right? So I was just talking about how it felt when all the furniture left the house and all the memories were thrown into the garbage can, into the 40-yarder. Some things you can't keep, some things you can keep. And it was difficult. I think that, a lot of this, when you have an estate, I believe that, make sure you have the proper planning, and make sure that if you can have a person come in or a company come in and do what they call estates planning, so that or sales, so that they can come in and label everything, and you can make some money off of it. Unfortunately, because of time constraints and stuff, we weren't able to do that. But I think we've been to several down here in the Atlanta area where you go in and they have this company comes in and labels everything and puts everything up for sale. Put for sale signs on it and how much it is. So, and I was able to get some good stuff off these sales. But make sure that when you all, just my word of advice is just to go out and find these people, these companies, to come in and do this, so that you can make at least something, off and get some proceeds off the sale of the house, as well as the sale of the furniture and the little knickknacks and stuff, because I'm pretty sure my parents had some stuff that was worth some money. So I think, again, this was probably the most difficult thing in the whole umbrella of their passing, is the fact that here I am, in their house, where I am just giving away everything. And then, we're closing on the house soon, and it's just like the end of an era, the end of what we know as Elmer and Imogene's house, and someone's coming in and buying it, and they're going to add their little twists and turns to the house. But you no longer have access. You no longer have an entry key into this house. And it feels very weird to give someone a key that in a house that you once lived in for the majority of your life. So I want to, and by the way, if you're just tuning in, Carlette has left the show. She is sleepy. She's tired. She's yarning. She says that she yarned about 4 or 5 times. So I told her to go to bed. I kicked her off the show to go to bed. No, I'm just kidding. But I released her to go get some rest, although she was off all day today, y'all. She was off all day, but yes, she's sleepy tonight for the show. Can you get that? I don't understand. Can you put in the comments, just to help a brother out? And now she has on her pajamas and she's walking down the hall, and I guess she's about to, I don't know what she's about to do. But again, say what again? And now she's trying to give me instructions on what to do while she's switching down the hallway. And I didn't hear, well, y'all, she wanted me to announce, I guess, she has a canning class, which will be, so if you, what's the name of your, it's called Canning with Carlette. So if you go to Facebook and let me see all profiles, it's Cooking with Carlette. If you search up Cooking with Carlette and make sure you like and subscribe to that page. You said what? Yes, I just said that to the guest. Pray for me. Pray for me. Cooking with Carlette. She'll be canning. She'll in a couple Saturdays from now. You'll see advertisements on her Cooking with Carlette. Make sure you like and subscribe. You can register through Eventbrite. I think this class is only $5, and she's doing salsa, showing everyone how to can salsa. So when you have those festivities, when you have those Super Bowl parties, you can just break out, say, hey, this is what I've canned, and we're going to use this salsa instead of going out and buying the name brand. You are the name brand for your own salsa. And make sure you all just subscribe and register for that class. But anyway, so again, for those that did not hear what I said when initially coming on the show, I was able to baptize my own daughter as an elder in the Church of God in Christ. This great Superintendent Anthony Wheeler allowed me to, afforded me the opportunity to baptize my own daughter, and she was very adamant. She wanted to be baptized like 2 Sundays ago, but I was at a football game with Evan, and I said no, she cannot be baptized. Then I had to tell her, even though she was crying. And I had to tell her, no, not yet. We're going to wait until I get back in order to, get you baptized. So that was this past Sunday, and it was a glorious occasion. It was a fantabulous occasion. It was, I almost teared up, but I was strong. Plus, I had other emotions going on from the close of the house. I mean, from the my parents' house. But I just wanted to come on just, to keep up and make sure, that you all are friends, the people that love our show, are still expecting us to be on every day, every Monday. Every Monday. You can catch us live every Monday at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:00 Central Standard Time, where we talk about the good, the bad, and indifferent. Hey, if you all haven't, I want to throw this up here. If you all haven't, make sure that you go out and you get our book. And it's Life's Interruptions, His Beauty, Her Battle. It's about the years ago when Carlette was diagnosed with breast cancer, how we both survived. We're both survivors. One, Carlette is a natural and spiritual survivor and is our husband. I have survived the agony of trying to push through and trying to get through this emotional part of this well, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. So it's kind of like from my perspective on how I dealt with the day-to-day stuff when Carlette was diagnosed with breast cancer. So we will have more shows to come. You all stay tuned. We love you. And I'm going to go to bed since my wife is going to bed and it's 10 o'clock. But we're going to, please go to YouTube and like and subscribe to our show if you haven't already. So we're going to have some interesting topics coming up. I can't wait for this one topic to come up. Did you all hear about Kirk Franklin's story? Kirk Franklin found out that he was, now she wants to say, hey, honey, on social media. She needs to go to bed. I thought she was sleepy. I yarned 3 times. It's time for me to go to bed. But anyway, did y'all hear about the story of Kirk Franklin? Where Kirk Franklin recently found out that he was adopted. Let me see if I can. Kirk Franklin. Okay, let's see here. Kirk Franklin finds his biological father in a new documentary. Wow, they look just alike too, guys. Wow. Earlier this month, Kirk Franklin teased that Father's Day would never be the same as his story became ours. He was referring to his new documentary, Father's Day, which also happened to be the name of his new album, coming in on October 6th. When the Grammy, this is from Vibe, when the Grammy winner 53 began working on his LP back in March, he couldn't have predicted that his journey would be as transformative as it's been. For the first time in his career, he was documenting the process of creating the personal album, and 1 month after recording the first song, he explained to people, everything shifted and became something I could never have planned for. At a family member's funeral, this has so many similarities. At a family member's funeral, a man named Rick Hubbard approached the family of Franklin's childhood friend and stated he dated the producer's biological mother, Deborah, as a teenager. This marked for the beginning of the Hello Fear artist discovering who his biological father is. It was confirmed twice through paternity tests that Hubbard is Franklin's father. The news was shocking for the God's Property frontman for many reasons. One being that Deborah lied and stated Franklin's father was another man named Dwight Allen. who died in 2017. Let me read that one more time for the viewers. Though Franklin, wait a minute, the news was shocking about Kirk Franklin finding out that he had an adoptive parent. One being that Deborah, his mama, lied and stated Franklin's father was just another man named who's stated Franklin's father was another man named Dwight Allen. So she lied and said that his father was named Dwight Allen, y'all, who died in 2017. Though Franklin made peace with Allen before his death, he explained in the 35-minute documentary that this mystery of who his father was fed many of his insecurities. Wait a minute. Though Franklin made peace with Allen before his death, he explained in the 35-minute documentary that this mystery of who his father was fed many of his insecurities well into adulthood. He stated, to live over a half a century with somebody who lived in the same city as you, I suffered so much as a young man without guidance. I struggled with love, intimacy, faith, identity, and to know that the answer was less than 10 minutes away. Throughout the film, Franklin details meeting Hubbard, who lives minutes from his studio. Wow. And shows the gaslighting confrontation with his mother, Deborah, and her sister, Sandra. Deborah adamantly rejected the paternity test. The results. Franklin's emotional journey also led to the Melodies from Heaven artist reconciling with his 35-year-old son, Kieran. Wow. Because they were at odds. Remember that way back in the day? The pair's estranged relationship has been documented over the years, especially after a heated argument between them leaked. And I think that's when Kirk cussed him out or something like that. My son is a beautiful soul. That sounds like Dietrich Hatton's movie, The Beautiful Soul. There are parts of his life that are his to share. I am very proud that I am seeing him in his own way, Franklin told People. He is beginning to reveal and testify to his struggles, his own battles with certain things that have at times cost him. I know many young black men struggle with these same things as he continues to get help and healing. He's going on to help so many. He has me now as a grandfather that will be here to help in many ways he can. With Franklin's new album, he revealed the name. He revealed that he named it Father's Day because this is what I missed. Where am I? And what has always been? And even when I was cursed, even when I want to curse the sky, I still built to believe. Watch the full documentary. Wow, guys. Wow. He found out that he was adopted, and his mama lied and said that this other man was his daddy. Interesting. Very interesting. So I want y'all to stay tuned to the Chris and Carlette live show because we have an important announcement in the Monera. Yes, part 2. But y'all, I'm gonna get off this Facebook stuff. Let me see. Anybody on? Looks like it's still 1 or 2 people on. But yeah, make sure y'all check out Kirk Franklin. I'm gonna see if I can get in contact with Kirk Franklin. I got a few leads. I'm gonna say, can you get in contact with Kirk Franklin? I got a story to tell. So y'all take it easy. My wife is in the bed. Supposedly she's supposed to be asleep, but she's looking at the show and commenting, and she needs to go to sleep. if she wasn't going to sleep, then she should have set her tail down in this chair and helped out her husband with this show. But I can hold my own, y'all. I can hold my own. She's not gonna be on the show next week. How about that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But anyway, y'all, I did not kick you out, Carlette. I did not. You chose to yarn 3 times, which was the magical word for you need to go to bed. You yarn 3 times. I'm sleepy. Well, go to bed if you're sleepy. Leave Big Daddy alone. All right, y'all. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Later, Pumpkinator. Let me see. Did this come up? Yeah. Here. Why didn't this? All right. So I'm outie. 5000 G. Peace.
Thanks for joining us this week on Chris and Carlette Live. Make sure to visit our website, chrisandcarlette.com. If you're on Facebook, share this broadcast. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to our show. You may also find us on Apple Podcast, where you'll never miss a show. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes. Or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. Let us stay in contact with you by texting CNC Live to 474747. That's CNC Live to 474747.
CNC Live.